Good day everyone and welcome to Ilorin Tech Hub. My name is Adepoju Aisha Dasola. Behind the camera is my colleague Osayinka Fisayo Folashade. We are 300 level students of Ilorin and our GSE skill of choice is content creation and YouTube blogging. Today I am privileged to interview Dr. Sahad Bashirat Abdulkarim on how to produce beverages from cereal and powder cereals products. Good afternoon, ma. We sincerely appreciate your time, your support, and kindness, ma.
Good afternoon. It's an honor to have you here.
Okay, ma. Thank you very much, ma. To start the interview, I would like to ask some introductory question about this skill. Can you briefly introduce the skill you teach and its reward application, ma?
We take beverage. I take beverage from cereals, and then we have some powder cereal product that we make as well. Basically, the beverage part we talk about tiger nut drink, soy milk drink, zobo, and then the powder. We have some powder cereal products that we make into powder for children and adults.
Okay, ma. Thank you, ma. Why do you believe this skill is important for undergraduate students to learn?
It's important for them because these are things that they can learn. It's easy to learn and it's something they can make money from doing. They can make it at the comfort of, even in their hostels, there are some of these things that they can be doing to make money that will help them as students. And even after graduation, they will be able to venture into it. You know, we are in Nigeria now where it's not just about a white collar job. The jobs are not there.
Yes.
So it's important that a student have a skill. So by learning these things, it helps them to do a lot of things with themselves, and then they can be making money to sustain themselves.
Ma, what are the basic requirements needed to start learning this skill?
The requirements are very little. With little amount of money, it's very easy to start. Especially if you are, at least you don't have to go into all the things I've listed before. So you can just start from little, even with 5,000 naira. For instance, you want to make soy milk. So what you just need is you have your source of light, you have your soybean, sugar, and other little things. So if it's the tiger nuts, just little things that you can always get from the market, and you can easily start it off.
Okay, thank you, ma. How long does it typically take for a complete beginner to become proficient?
In less than a week. It's something that is really easy to learn. However, you know, by doing it frequently, you get perfect. So it's not something that you start and become perfect at it immediately.
Okay.
But to learn it in a week, you'll be able to learn something. But continuously doing it will make you, because it is a thing that you make mistakes while doing it. Then you see the reason for your mistakes, and then you'll be able to learn from your mistakes.
Okay, ma. What are the fundamental steps in mastering this skill?
The fundamental step in mastering, just I've said some of these things before. Having your little equipment and your reagents, then
Okay, ma. So now we've known much about the fundamental of the skill. We want to move to the material and the structure of the skill. Is this material expensive or affordable for average students?
they are not expensive and they are very affordable. I've said that before. The only thing that may be kind of expensive, especially for a student, is the refrigeration part, because you need, if you are going for the beverage part, you need to be putting them inside the refrigerator.
Yeah.
However, the other part of it, which is the powdered cereal product, if a student decides to go into that, you don't really need anything, just your cereal products and the processing. So
can this skill be learned fully online or does it require physical practice?
it's better you are present. It's better learned. If you are learning it online, there are certain little things that you may not be able to get adequately.
Okay. Ma, what is the structure of your training program? Is it module, duration, or milestones?
Is how do I put it? Depends on what you want to use. It can go in all forms.
Okay.
You can put it in module, you can put it in duration, and can take a milestone.
Okay, ma.
Depending on how you want to develop yourself.
Okay, ma. Now, I want to move on to the challenge that is possible to face. Ma, what common challenges does beginner face while learning this skill?
I think I said something about that. The basic challenge is this source of light.
Okay.
For the beverage part, it needs light. So if there's no light, you don't have a refrigerator, you may not be able to fully go into it. However, you can actually overcome this challenge if you are able to get maybe the ice. You should have ice on ground. If you have ice, you'll be able to at least do something.
Okay, ma. Ma, what practical exercises or projects do you use to reinforce learning?
The practical, in what way?
Like making them know more about it and be like serious.
Okay, usually I ensure that what we do is first we learn the watch, then after then students are put in group, and then we ensure that everybody use their hands to do it.
Okay.
Because it's believed that it's only what you do that you can always remember rather than just watching. So students are usually put in group, usually group of 5, and then they are now told to do these skills on their own. They bring the samples before marketing.
Okay, ma. How can students build a strong portfolio with this skill to show the proof of their competence?
I don't think I get that question.
Like what can they do? Maybe making it out or building a brand of the skill.
Okay, everything now is about branding. If you are able to give your skill a good brand, then the sky is the limit. You can do a lot of things, and there are opportunities. There are so many opportunities for selling these things. So it's about branding, especially the beverage part. We are in Nigeria now. There are always parties, their birthday, and all those kind of things. There are seminars. For instance, we had a seminar in my department yesterday, and then they gave us this one very nice one. So it's about having a good package. When you package your products well. So these are some of the things that I do tell my students should learn to have a good branding and packaging.
Okay. Ma, in your experience, what separates an average learner from an exceptional one?
An average learner is about how deep you can think. If you can think well and make yourself an outstanding person, even the average learner can become an outstanding person. So what will differentiate them is just about packaging. It's about packaging. When you package it well,
okay, thank you so much. Now I want to move on to the parts where they can be making money. Ma, at what stage can a student start earning money with this skill?
The student can start making money even right from when they are learning. Even when they are learning, because what I do every year, I ensure that at the end of the practical, they do these things themselves and then they sell it. So from there, most students end up doing a repeated one themselves with their own money, and then they're able to make money. So it's something you can learn within a week, and that very week you can start making your own money as well.
That means the beginner level of making money is very, very okay. Ma, can you give an example of a successful student who make money using this skill?
I have some students that have reached out. Usually when the student graduates, some of them will reach out to you and they want some other tips like that. So I have some students. There's this Abdulkarim Aisha, I think one of the students from upper year. And I think she has been doing well with it.
Okay, ma. Ma, what are the potential income range for students at a beginner, intermediate, and advanced levels?
The potential
for students at the beginner, the intermediate, and the advanced level?
The potential for the beginner, like I said,
Potential income.
income,
Yeah.
those that want to start.
Yes, and those that are already doing it, and the ones that are at the level of competence.
I don't think I really get that question. No.
The income range, how can they earn? How much can they earn
Yeah,
with this skill?
the profit margin sometimes is almost double,
Okay.
but then there are times that even a beginner can be smarter than even those that are advanced. So this thing depends on how smart you are. And then I've said this before about your packaging. So for a beginner, it's something you can start with 5,000 naira, and then you can even make double of your profit if you have a good package. That will
Okay.
make you, that's why you are student, and that's why you are an undergraduate student. You don't expect you to think the same way with those that are not learned. So
Okay.
as learned students, when you have good packaging, even at the beginner level, you can always make good profits.
Okay, ma. Ma, you made mention of something earlier about using a refrigerator.
Okay.
Is there any other tools that they can use apart from?
I think I said that in one of the session. I said that
Yes, yeah.
if they get ice, they can use it to keep it
Okay.
cold, and then they can get cooler where they can be putting it as beginners. But one thing is sure, if there's consistency, with consistency, someone that is doing it in average of 6 months, they'll be able to get fund
Okay.
that they will then have their own refrigerator.
Ma, is this skill just limited to Nigerian environment or it's globally?
It is an African something. It's African. For me now, it's something I learned when I was in the north. I learned how to make them there. Then being a microbiologist as well, so I came across it again in my undergraduate when we're doing African fermented food. So that was when I learned it. So it's mainly an African something, but then it can be global. With good students, they can take it anywhere. I
Okay.
believe that Coca-Cola did not start in a day.
Yes.
It was effort from some people.
So does that mean the demand is highly within the range of this Africa?
The demand is within. It can be transported, especially
Okay.
the powder one now. You can make it into powder and transport it.
Okay.
But for the other one, for the beverage parts, it will require a high level of preservation. And for now, what we are doing is to ensure that we don't use an additive. And if you don't put additive in something, probably 2 weeks, you understand.
Okay.
So but for if you want to take it international, then you'll be talking about chemical preservative, which I don't really encourage. But
Okay.
with it can be taken out. But the powdered cereal product, that can go to anywhere.
Okay. This means there is opportunity for students to work remotely or internationally.
Yes.
Okay, ma. Ma, how can students market themselves effectively after learning this skill?
It still comes down to their branding. Then we have, we are in a time now where there's social media, and these are things that can give someone an edge. That's why we are learning, that's why we are students. So if you can make use of it. I have one of my students then, and she has a page on Instagram, and she has been doing well. She started from just learning, and now I think she's doing really well. So that has really helped her on Instagram. People know it, people patronize for parties. And
So internet is a best platform to showcase their brand.
yes,
And
it is.
okay, man, now I want to ask about the mistake that is possible for them to make, then the learners of this skill, ma. What mistake do students often make while trying to monetize this skill?
Why trying to monetize?
Monetize the skill, ma.
Are there any mistakes I've heard of? Except the mistakes they made while trying to produce.
Okay.
Mistakes, errors do happen while trying to produce.
Okay.
And it's about not using the right proportion or not taking some cautions. That's why I said that's why it's better that when you are learning, you are there physically. There are so many things, errors that can happen, that after production you see your product and you even want to cry because the whole thing has messed up. It
Okay.
cannot be used.
Thank you so much, Ma. Ma, I want to ask about the advice you give students who want to scale from small jobs to major projects.
I do tell them that basically, these things we are doing, especially something that has to do with what people consume. For some people, they like trying out new things because you want to have an edge. So I tell them that whatever you want to do, whatever new thing you want to add, you make it first and see if it will come out
Okay.
fine. You do it again for the second time, if possible the third time. So when you're
Oh,
able to do this, then you can now be satisfied that yes, what I'm doing now. Because by the time you want to scale up, you be looking for something that will give you an edge. So you must try and try again to be sure that yes, you are okay
okay,
before
ma.
it comes in.
Okay, ma. Ma, what advanced aspects of the skill should students aspire to learn more?
There are big tools now, especially when it comes to package. You know what you are talking, we have two skills here now, talking about the beverage part and the other part. So for the beverage part, students should aspire to have the tools. There are other equipment that people use now that you can use for your branding, the sealing. Now go beyond just using your hands and fetching.
Okay.
So you should have, if they have these ones, it makes the work neat. You understand? It makes it neat. Then anybody that is going to large production, with time, you have to ensure that you have a good quality control and quality assurance in it, so that you don't give people something that they are consuming and it will be upsetting their stomach.
Okay, ma. Ma, how long does it take to reach mastery or expert level competence of the skill?
I think we said this
That
before,
is
that
very,
basically
yeah.
it doesn't take too long. However, consistency
Okay.
consistency is the key, because even as an expert, if you stop doing it in a while, you tend to forget some things. So it's very good that you are consistent. With 1 year consistency, the more you do it, the more perfect you become.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Ma, is there any additional course related to the skill competence to complete this one? Is there any skill related to to this course to make it more?
No,
Okay.
no special skills.
Okay. Okay. Ma, are there opportunities for students to start a business with this skill?
Yes, I think I said that before. There are
Okay.
so many opportunities out there.
Okay.
Even the powder syrup products. You meet with people in offices. People go to work every day. Meet people there. Make an advert to them. This things is kind of helping people to get their breakfast fast, for the powder syrup, instead of going through the process of making your ogi and doing all this thing. And
Okay,
someone is
ma.
saying that I have this for you and it can stay for 2 months. You understand? So that's why people have been patronizing. This can stay for 2 months. They want to buy that. Okay, it means that you are making my breakfast easier
Okay.
before going to work.
They are preservable.
They are preservable, and
Okay.
it is like increasing the shelf life. Instead of the raw cereal product that we keep at home, this is the powdered one that can stay even for 6 months,
Okay, ma.
and no any chemical additive.
Okay. Ma, you talked about the ranging. Well, I want to ask that what is the maximum income potential for someone who becomes highly skilled?
Ah, it is unlimited though. It is unlimited. It is just about branding. You understand? Like I told you, I have somebody that I know that she makes a lot of money from it. Basically, that's what she does.
Oh,
That's what she does, and she has really become so big doing
oh,
it.
okay, ma. Ma, how can students continuously improve and stay updated in this field?
Staying updated, even those that, just like in any other skill, you learn new things on your own. You understand? Just like someone that is into tailoring now, you learn new things. Even as you work, you learn new things. You discover new things. Then you watch as well.
Okay,
There are also from channels that are like YouTube, you can learn new things from there. You can learn new things by just doing it yourself, and you make more discoveries.
thank you very much, ma. To conclude, I would love to ask your final advice for undergraduate students about learning and monetizing this skill.
My advice to students is that no skill is too small.
Okay, ma.
Generally, students should learn skills. That's what the country now, those that are making money now, if we must agree with ourselves, there are those that are using their brain, not the salary earners. Those that are using their brain, sometimes you tend to ask yourself, what was this person doing that is special that I cannot do? You understand? So it's about your packaging. Packaging is very important in anything you are doing. And
Okay,
then don't underrate the power of social media. Make use of social media. Make yourself visible. Let people know you. And the sky will be the limit.
okay, ma. Ma, what should students do immediately after completing the training to start earning?
They should start from little. Start from little. Start by telling those around you, your friends, your relatives, I'm doing this. And you can start from there. Those friends will tell their friends, and your friends like that. And
Oh,
before you know it, a lot more people will be aware. People will tell you that okay, they need this for their birthday parties, they need that for wedding. You understand?
okay,
So
ma.
that's why it starts. So they should start immediately. Don't wait till you have a lot of money. That, oh, I don't have a lot of money. Like I said, even with your 5,000 naira, you can get something little. Even if it means making the beverage that is not more than 10 bottles. From 10 bottles you can go to 20, from 20 to 30, and then it becomes unlimited.
Okay,
And it's something that is very easy to do, not so difficult. That's the beverage part. The cereal part, the powder cereal part, may be a little bit technical, but even at that, shouldn't go on holiday. During your holiday, get home, try to practice again and see,
okay,
then advertise to relatives. Then from there, social media,
okay,
before you know it,
okay,
fine.
ma. Once again, we really appreciate Dr. Sahad Bashirat Abdulkarim for this great enlightening section. We have really learned a lot from this section, and may God keep increasing your knowledge. Thank you to everyone watching us from Ilorin Tech Hub. My name is Adekoju Aisha Dasula. Behind the camera is my colleague Osayinka Fisayo Falashade. Until the next time, keep watching, keep learning, keep curating, and stay inspired.